Hello.
Ah, no. Yeah. That. Oh.
Hello.
Okay. It's okay. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to White River Buddhist Temple's February Shotsuki Hoyo, or memorial service. Our service today will start with Sambujo on page 22. And after Sambujo, Reverend Cindy will read the Hyobakumon and then read the names of the Shotsuki members who have passed away in the month of February. And afterwards, we'll have the reciting of Jusei on page 23. And during that time, the Shotsuki families may come up to offer incense or to Oshoko.
Can I ask that everyone please join me in Gassho? Put your hands together, please, or bow your head in contemplation. As we say, Namo Amida Butsu, I take refuge in Amida Buddha. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo. We are gathered here today in observance of the White River Buddhist Temple's monthly Shotsuki service, memorial service, to remember those who have passed away in the month of February. They are Setsu Yanagawa, Haru Miyoshi, Kurt Funai, Stephen Takeo Tsuji, Michael James Hamasaki, Kazuo Tsujikawa, Mary Yukie Sakuma, Judy Shilthroat, Dorothy Yaguchi, Dennis Klein, Lily Yoshie Komoto, as well as those that are not listed but have contributed to the White River Buddhist Temple's community. May the fragrance of the incense teach us the purity of our intention. May the beauty of the flowers offered teach us of life's impermanence. May the light that burns brightly teach us of Amida's great wisdom and compassion. Please repeat, Namo Amida Butsu, I take refuge in Buddha, with me. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida, Namo Amida, Namo Amida.
During this time, the families of the Shotsuki members who have passed away may come up to Oshoko.
Can I ask that everyone please once more put your hands together in Gasho or bow your head in contemplation as we say once again, Namo Midabutsu, I take refuge in Amida Buddha. Namo Midabutsu, Namo Midabutsu, Namo Midabutsu, Namo Nots, Namo Nots, Namo Nots, Namo.
Now please rise if you are able and turn to page 3 and we will read the 3 treasures. Fortunate is it to be born into human life. Now we are living it. Rare is it to encounter the teachings of the Buddha. Now we hear it. If we do not seek the truth of the Dharma in this life, in what life shall we find it? Let us reverently take refuge in the 3 treasures of the truth. I take refuge in Buddha. May we all together absorb into ourselves the principles of the way to enlightenment and awaken within us our highest aspiration. I take refuge in Dharma. May we all together be submerged in the depth of the Dharma and gain wisdom as deep as the ocean. I take refuge in Sangha. May we all together become units in true accord and a life of harmony in a spirit of universal brotherhood, freed from the bondage of selfishness. Even through ages of myriad of kalpas, hard is it to hear such an excellent, profound, and wonderful teaching. Now we are able to hear and receive it. Let us thoroughly understand the true meaning of Tathagata's teaching. Namam Dabutsu. Namam Dabutsu. Namam Dabutsu. Namam Dabutsu. Okay, so for our Gatha today, when we see the golden sun, it is on page 183. Our piano managed to forget all the songs. So we're going to be doing this a cappella. We'll do it. You know, and we have somebody here who's here for the first time, so we got to make a good show this weekend. We can do this. You may now be seated. That was pretty good. I'm impressed. We will now have a message from Reverend Cindy.
Can I ask that everyone please put your hands together in Gasho or bow your head in contemplation as I read these words from Shakyamuni Buddha from the Amida Sutra. Again, Sariputra, in the land of perfect bliss, there are 7 rows of balustrades, 7 rows of decorative nets, and 7 rows of arrayed trees, all made of 4 kinds of jewels. They extend over and encircle the whole land. For this reason, the land is called perfect bliss. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo. Hello, everyone. How is everyone doing today? And I think we all got energized with the a cappella version of Where We See the Golden Sun. And it sounded great, by the way. So today we are observing our monthly Shotsuki Hoyo, our monthly memorial service for all of those who have passed in the month of February, who have contributed in making this community possible. And a few months ago, I decided that every Shotsuki Hoyo, every monthly memorial service, I will take a portion of the Amida Sutra, which is one of the 3 Pure Land Sutras us and Jodo Shinshu look towards for guidance. And the Amida Sutra is a retelling of the telling of Shakyamuni Buddha's talk on Amida Buddha, the Buddha that is here in the center of the altar, the Buddha of immeasurable light and infinite life, the Buddha of infinite wisdom and compassion, and their Pure Land. Right? Every Buddha has a Pure Land. And we are only at the very, very beginning of the Amida Sutra. And the Amida Sutra, or the smaller sutra, isn't that long compared to the larger sutra, which is 2 scrolls long. This is half of one of those bigger scrolls. And so, this is the first part, one of the first parts, where Shakyamuni Buddha describes Amida Buddha's Pure Land. And the quote that I took says, again, Sariputra. Sariputra was one of the disciples of Shakyamuni Buddha, the one that was known for their profound wisdom. In the land of perfect bliss, the perfect bliss is the name of Amida Buddha's Pure Land, there are 7 rows of balustrades, 7 rows of decorative nets, 7 rows of arrayed trees, all made of 4 kinds of jewels. They extend over and encircle the whole land. For this reason, the land is called perfect bliss. This is the first paragraph in which Shakyamuni Buddha describes this land. Right? 7 rows of balustrades, 7 rows of decorative nets, 7 rows of arrayed trees, with all 3 of them having 4 kinds of jewels, being made of 4 kinds of jewels, right, that extend over and encircle the whole land. Right? Can everyone picture this? Can everyone try to picture this? And this was a question that I was asking myself when I was studying to become a minister at the Institute of Buddhist Studies, because we had to read through the sutra. And I could never understand it. I couldn't understand what 7 rows of balustrades, 7 rows of decorative nets, 7 rows of arrayed trees, all made of 4 different kinds of jewels that extended and encircled this land. I could not understand it. And I cannot understand it even now. Right? And I kept worrying about this throughout my time when I was going to the Institute of Buddhist Studies. Oh, I cannot picture what Shakyamuni Buddha is saying in this sutra, I cannot understand it. As the years went on, I made this understanding about me. That I have something that probably some people may understand, but some people may not. An example that I could have us all do is if we all close our eyes and have each of us picture in our mind a 5-pointed red star. Can everyone close their eyes and can they see that 5-pointed red star? Can you see it? You're welcome to open your eyes. You're going to fall asleep. But when I do that, I can't see it. I can't see a red pointed star, a 5-pointed star, red 5-pointed star. I cannot see it. And so I made this realization that I have aphantasia. This means I cannot, when I close my eyes, I don't see images. I do not see images. I could conceptualize what a red star is, a red 5-pointed star is. I understand it, right? When I see it in the world, I know what it is because I have encountered it. But because of aphantasia, I can't picture some things that others can understand, right? This tends to be something that a lot of, I'm not saying all, but a lot of artists have, right? They're able to picture what they want to do and are able to do it. But for me, I can't do it because I don't have that image. I do not see that image. Thus, when I read the Amida Sutra and Shakyamuni Buddha is telling us about these 7 rows of balustrades, these 7 rows of decorative nets, these 7 rows of arrayed trees made of 4 kinds of jewels extending over and encircling the whole land. I can't visualize it. I can't understand it. And so I always thought this was a problem that only I had, right? I can't understand what Amida Buddha's land of perfect bliss, Amida Buddha's pure land, looks like. So how am I, who does not understand or is able to visualize Amida Buddha's pure land, how would I be able to go to Amida Buddha's pure land? In other forms of Buddhism, monks sit on these visualizations and think about them. And I know that if I were a monk having to sit there and visualize this land of Amida Buddha, I wouldn't have been able to become born in Amida Buddha's pure land. Right? Some forms of Buddhism say that you have to be able to visualize this land. And Amida Buddha, well, I should say Shakyamuni Buddha, explains that there are forms of Buddhism where you have to do this, right? To be born in Amida Buddha's pure land. But there is also a portion of us that, because we can't do this, Amida Buddha says that there's something else you can do. And I think this is exactly why it shows Amida Buddha's infinite wisdom and compassion. Because for someone like me who has aphantasia, who can't conceptualize this land, this beautiful land made of so many different kinds of jewels, for someone like me, all Shakyamuni Buddha says, what Amida Buddha says, is that all I have to do is say, Namo Amida Butsu. I take refuge in Amida Buddha. It is exactly for this reason, well, not just this reason, but a reason why I do not have to visualize Amida Buddha's Pure Land to be born in their land. It is because Amida Buddha realizes that there are people like me who cannot do this, that Amida Buddha says, just say, Namo Amida Butsu, I take refuge in Amida Buddha, and you will definitely be born in Amida Buddha's Pure Land, in my land. Thus, it is a reason why I continuously, in gratitude, say Namo Amida Butsu, because it's this realization of Amida Buddha's infinite wisdom and compassion that embraces someone like me who can't visualize things and allows me to be born in Amida Buddha's Pure Land. And so every month as I go through these, I will try my best to visualize this Pure Land that we say our loved ones go to after they pass. This place which allows them to become Buddhas themselves. This place which allows them, once becoming Buddhas, to return to our world, to guide us. As we read on in this sutra, I will try my best to visualize this. But when I can't, I will just say, Namo Amida Butsu. I take refuge in Amida Buddha. Because just with that word, I am able to visualize the infinite wisdom and compassion of Amida Buddha. So in closing, can I have us please put our hands together in Gassho as we say in gratitude to Amida Buddha. Namo Amida Butsu, I take refuge in Amida Buddha. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida.
Thank you, Sensei, for your Dharma talk. So now we will have Ondoksan 2, so please rise for the Gatha Ondoksan 2 on page 153. So please now turn to page 8 and read along with me the daily creed of Jodo Shinshu. Realizing enlightenment is assured and reciting the Nembutsu, I shall live my life cheerfully and positively. Understanding the oneness of life and cultivating self-reflection, I shall diligently attend to my life's tasks in gratitude. Recognizing the Dharma path, I shall help spread the teachings of the Buddha. Appreciating the Buddha Dharma, I shall respect and help others working for the good of society. Namam Dabutsu. Namam Dabutsu. Namam Dabutsu. Namam Dab. Okay. Okay. Thank you. You may now be seated. So we do have a first. Would you like to introduce yourself? Or did you want me to introduce you? That's a first-time visitor. Okay. So we have somebody who's come to our temple for the first time. His name is Chase. Thank you for coming to our temple. Welcome. Do we have any other first-time guests that wish to be introduced? No? Okay. On announcements.
Good morning, everyone. We have bookmarks that were made by Mrs. Kuwahara out in the foyer, and she made them for all of our Sangha members. So please take one as you leave if you haven't already taken one. Thank you.
We have a number of activities that take place throughout the year. At one time, we had a Toban list, and groups of people, you know, there probably were 20 at least, would have those responsibilities for 3 months at a time. So now we don't have those responsibilities anymore, exactly. But we know who to ask, and those people who kind of lead us in different activities know to ask us. But I always think about the new people, and sometimes new people don't know where they can sign up or how they get started with things. So I'd like to let you know that there's a bulletin board out in front in the foyer. Take a look at the bulletin board. Some people like to cook. Some people like Earth Day, for example, which is going to be coming up. And we will be participating in Earth Day again this year. If there are things that you would like to join in or to do, go ahead and see if those interest you and sign up. And then we have, for the Ray of Hope, there's a sign-up sheet in the back. So there's always like a core group of maybe 4 people. But anybody who would like to go to the Ray of Hope, to come to temple and prepare food and then serve food at the Ray, you're welcome to join in that as well. So thank you.
Good morning. As you may have heard, I'm continuing to work on bringing back our tradition of having our wonderful cooking classes, the Timeless Classics, which we at one time did every month, and trying since the pandemic and other things to bring back. So details to follow, but the plan at this point is to have our next cooking class on the first Saturday in March, and I will be putting up next week. Hopefully we'll have some more details to give you. I will be putting up a sign-up sheet. We generally can have about 16 people participating. My thought, presuming that the proper cooks can come forward, is to schedule this class around doing 2 or 3 traditional comfort foods. So if you have a favorite you want to bring forward, my proposal is that I'm going to, as you know, old white guy from the South, I'm going to be making miso soup. So that figures. But please join us. It's, in my experience, it's one of the most wonderful opportunities, and I hope some of you will be able to make time to come in. Thank you very much.
Oh, you have
Sorry,
announcements.
I have And I know these announcements are on your special announcement sheet, but I just want to highlight them again. So this coming Saturday, we are having a guest speaker here at the White River Buddhist Temple. That guest speaker will be Reverend Ann Spencer of Idaho, Oregon Buddhist Temple. And she will be presenting on funerals and death rituals as sources of healing after loss and death. If you are interested, you're welcome to come in person or do it virtually on Zoom. It'll be from 3 to 5 p.m. on this Saturday, February 10th. It would be nice if people signed up on our website so that we know how many people plan to come / plan to be online, so that we make sure that we do have the camera set up and the computer set up and everything like that. So please feel free to come. Again, February 10th, Saturday, February 10th, from 3 to 5 p.m. will be our seminar with Reverend Ann Spencer of Idaho, Oregon Buddhist Temple. The following day, you're welcome to come back for our morning service, in which we will be asking Reverend Spencer, again, to guest speak for our BWA Lady Takeko Kujo and Lady Yoshiko Otani Memorial Service. Again, that'll be from 10:30 a.m. So if you enjoy her talk on Saturday, or even if you missed the talk on Saturday, you can hear her on Sunday, next Sunday. So please come. You do not need to sign up for Sunday service. We just invite people to come. So please join us next week. Also, a announcement for next week. I have been in contact with the Seattle Betsuines Campfire Group, and they are doing a candy sale. So I'm warning everyone to bring their money to help support the Campfire Group from Seattle Betsuine. Sorry, I apologize. I didn't print out the flyer in color, so I have to tell you guys all what they will be selling. And I don't think this is everything that they're selling, but according to this flyer, they're selling peanuddles, mint patties, almond caramel clusters, and almond roca, maybe more. And as far as I understand, it's all $6, right? So please feel free. I'm not saying bring all your money, but bring enough for a donation so you could get some nice candies from the Campfires, who are a very lovely group of the Seattle Betsuines. They will be here next week before and after service, before 10:30 a.m. and then after service, Our Lady Kujo and Lady Otani Memorial Service. So please feel free to bring cash, check, or if you like paying online, they have Venmo. So please feel free, please come and support the Campfire Group next week. And those are all my announcements right now. So thank you.
Okay, so now we have our closing words. If you have your flyer, you can read along with me. My life is not only my life, but also the life of others' sacrifices, kindness, thoughtfulness, and patience. I am grateful. Namam Dabutsu. Namam Dabutsu. Namam Dabutsu. Okay. Thank you so much for coming to service today and for being good sports about our gathas today. And have a safe drive home.